Hello, and welcome to another Budget with Me video. I'm so excited to be able to budget for my paycheck this week. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this video. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. I am on a journey to pay off over $500,000 worth of debt. I'm a 39-year-old wife. I'm a mother of 2 children, and I am currently working 2 jobs. I hope that doesn't last forever, but that is my situation. So right now I am budgeting for paycheck number 2. It is the lesser of the 2 paychecks. But let's get right into it. So not today's date, but the date I will receive the paycheck is July 14th, 2023. And if you don't know, I use the Vertex 42 zero-based budget worksheet. I am not affiliated with Vertex 42 in any way, shape, or form. However, it's a free worksheet that you can download, or I'm using Google Sheets, so you can use the Google version. They have an Excel version, so whatever your preference is, it is available on their website. Just Google vertex42.com and download it. So my gross income for this paycheck is $3,300. Just to give some background on this paycheck, for this particular job, I am not paid on an hourly basis. It's kind of just a flat fee. I do, and actually part of this $3,300 is like a health stipend, but I don't need it. I don't need this stipend because my husband covers our health insurance. However, they still pay me the stipend. They're fully aware that I don't need this stipend, but they still pay it to me. So that's included in my gross income. Now, my other job, I am paid based on that number of hours I work. So I do have to work a set number of hours for that job. But this job is just strictly based on what I do, which I really love. The owner of this company is really all about work-life balance and prioritizing family. And so he's kind of like, just get your work done, and I don't care how long it takes you to get it done. You know, if you get it done in 10 hours per week, then it's done. If you get it done in 30 hours per week, it's done. Just whatever that looks like for you, as long as you get it done right and with excellence, then he's good with that. So I do love this job. I love having that flexibility, and this will be the job that I plan to keep long term. Next up is taxes. From this, $940 have been withheld for taxes, or will be withheld for taxes. So of course this includes federal taxes, Social Security, Medicare, my state taxes. All of that encompasses the $940. I don't have an FSA for this check. For my retirement plan, I do have a 401k. I am contributing $165 to the Roth portion of my 401k. So in doing so, that money is taxed. I'm putting dollars that have already been taxed into my 401k. On top of that, my employer is contributing 4%, and that is going into the pre-tax portion. So whenever I take that money out, I will have to pay taxes on the employer's match. But that is how that works. So I have a total of 9% of my income, or my salary base, going into my 401k. Next up is tithing. I contribute 10% of my gross income to tithing. That is something that is important to me. It is part of my faith walk. It is what I believe. It is what the Bible says to do. And so that's what I do. And so that is that. I don't have any other big bills coming up for this paycheck, so we can move on. These big bills will be covered by my husband's paycheck. He also gets paid this week, so he will cover the core expenses for this week. I don't have any car payments. I don't have any balance on my credit card this week. Yay. Next up is student loans. Actually, I'm not paying anything on my student loans as of yet for this paycheck. For my co-signed loan, if you're new to my channel, I co-signed on a student loan for a family member, and I pay $150 twice per month on that loan. That person has agreed to refinance the loan. I have not seen any action taken on that as of yet. I plan to follow up in a couple of weeks if no action has been taken. But right now, I do need to make that $150 payment. So that is that. Next up are small bills. I only have a subscription payment to pay for this month, well, from this paycheck. And I am going to put $22 away for that subscription. I don't have too many subscriptions going on, but that is one that is important to me, and so that will probably stay. Next up, in this daily living situation, we have all of these are primarily covered under my husband's paycheck for this week, so I don't have to worry about that from this paycheck. However, my husband's 40th birthday is coming up in a few months, and so I have been budgeting $100 from this particular paycheck to put towards his birthday. Now, I believe I have about $200 more to put away. We're doing like a little couples excursion, and so I believe I have about $200 more to put away after that. On top of that, I do need to buy the man a gift. So I don't know what I'm going to buy him. I don't think it's going to be anything major because I am paying for this trip as well. So I think that I'm going to try to stick to like $200 or $300 for his gift and nothing above that. But so with that total, I probably have $500 left to put away, which I will be able to do over the next few months. All right, now we are getting into savings. I'm kind of going to go out of order for this because I do have an expense that has a concrete amount that I need to budget for. And so that is $1,000 for vacation. I've been talking about this wedding that we are going to early next year, and the last piece of that puzzle are flight tickets. These flight tickets are astronomical. We are going to a Caribbean location, and we've been to this location before, I believe once or twice before, and the tickets have never cost this much. One, if you are going anywhere, first of all, it is really hard to even find a direct flight, and I don't know if it's because of the month, because this is like early next year, so it's kind of the winter time. I don't know why, if that's the reason why there's like hardly any direct flights, and the flight prices are just so high. Like, there is no reason that we should be paying. The total flight cost for us both is going to be about $1,600. There is no reason that these flights should cost $1,600. But it is what it is. This is the last piece of this vacation, and then I will be able to utilize this money for other causes. So we have that. I think what I'm going to do is put $200 into our emergency fund. I do typically put more than that into our emergency fund. However, these flights. Next is the debt snowball. I'm going to put the remainder of this amount towards my debt snowball. This is a zero-based budget, so I'm trying to get this final budget to zero. And so I'll be able to put this $393 on my student loan. I have determined, if you don't know, I have about $10,000 left on I believe it's the unsubsidized portion of my federal student loan, which is kind of not federal anymore. It's a FFEL loan, but it's held with a commercial lender now, so I don't get the same benefits as if it were held directly with the government, but it once was a federal loan. So anyway, I have about $10,000 left on the unsubsidized portion, and my goal was to get that $10,000 paid off by the end of this year. And I hadn't quite figured out how that was possible or what that would look like, but I now think it is more feasible than I once thought. I still have the rest of this month as well as August to utilize my husband's student loan payment towards my student loan. He does have federal loans directly held with the government, and so we have not been paying on his loans, but we've been putting what we would have paid on his loan towards my loan. So I still have a month and a half left of being able to do that. On top of that, we won't have these vacation expenses, so I'll be able to put more towards my student loans. And then when I finally do quit the other job, I will be able to get a payout, which is looking like it'll be around $5,000 to $6,000 from my PTO. I don't typically take PTO. I may take a day here or there, and so I have about $5,000 to $6,000 worth of PTO money that they will have to pay me out, and I will use that, whatever is left, like whatever my balance is by the end of the year, by December, I'm going to use that payout money to pay off my balance. In doing so, that's going to free up a little over $200 per month in cash flow that I'll be able to utilize towards paying off the other portion of that loan, the subsidized portion of that loan, which currently has a balance of about $20,000. So in the meantime, I'm going to keep trying to make these snowball payments. I'll keep trying to make extra income that I can put towards my student loans. Anything I have to do to get that $10,000 knocked out by the end of the year, I'm going to do it. I'm determined to see that going. So that is it for this budgeting video. Please go ahead and like the video. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. Stay tuned to continue to follow my debt-free journey as I pay off over $500,000 worth of debt. My next video will be a debt confession update video, so you will get to see what my balances are as of this week. Last week I was able to pay off a little over $500 for the week, and so we'll see what happens with this week. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for continuing to engage and comment on my videos. I do respond to everyone's comments, so keep them coming. I look forward to posting another video soon. Take care and have a great week.